asked yourself this question? What movies should I watch to master English? Exactly. This is the video in which we'll be talking about 10 such movies that you can start watching to enhance your English. And yes, if you are somebody who is very excited about learning advanced English course, this is our video number 2. If you haven't subscribed, this is the time that you should do. Alright, now let me take you which movies we'll be watching and how to watch these movies. What is this, Ash? How to watch? What am I trying to say here is, you can't just watch a 3-hour video. If you do that, you will eventually get bored and you will not learn anything. So there is a process that we should be following. Every movie has something specific to teach. In that movie, we'll only be learning that concept. Alright, now moving further, as I was saying, at the end of this session, there is a bonus tip for you. If you don't want to miss the bonus tip, I want you to stay till the end of the video. Also remember, our live course is there. If you want to practice with me, you can join on english.learnwithsamainash.com. I'm very excited to see you there on 20th of January. The website is on your screen. Make sure that you visit it. Let's talk about the very first movie in this series, and the first movie we have today is Forrest Gump. How many of you have watched this movie? If you have, leave a comment. I want to see how many of you have already watched all the 10 movies. If you are one of them, you are with me on this. So the first movie we have is Forrest Gump, and the reason why we have chosen this movie is very simple. The language, or I can say the dialogues in this movie, are very simple and clear. It's not fast. You will easily understand this. So you have to understand that every dialogue is captured with a particular emotion. If you don't capture the emotions properly, half of our dialogues become really plain. What am I trying to say here is that if you're talking to somebody in actual life, you just don't have to give dialogues after dialogues. You have to capture them with particular emotions. How sadness is conveyed, how happiness is conveyed. So when I'm talking about something exciting, I should feel the emotion. If I'm talking about something really, really sad, I should feel the emotion. All right. Now, let me take you to the next understanding on how to watch this particular movie, or most importantly, what is the tip behind this movie? The tip is focus on Forrest expressions. The main character of the movie is Forrest Gump. You have to focus on his expressions. And most importantly, focus on the storytelling style. As I said in the start of this video, every movie is chosen for a fact. This movie is chosen because it has simple and clear dialogues, and more importantly, you will understand how to capture the storytelling and how to capture a particular expression. Okay? Since we are talking about advanced English, if I'm saying something in a particular way, my emotion should be in that particular way as well. That brings me to the next movie, and the next movie is King's Speech, one of my personal favorites. This one is chosen for a very simple reason. It focuses on speech struggles. If you are somebody who has any sort of speech struggle, if you stutter a little bit or maybe a lot, this is the particular movie that you should definitely watch. No matter, even if you have this particular problem, you can still overcome it, and that's what is shown in this movie. Now, what is the tip behind this movie? The tip is very simple. Note the pacing and the pronunciation. Note the pacing and the pronunciation of the word. What do I mean by pacing? Pacing simply means speed. Okay? Speed. Now, listen to me. If I speak really, really fast, I'm a fast-paced speaker. If I speak really slow and I want all of my audience to enjoy the process, I'm a slow-paced speaker. In this particular movie, you have to understand what is the pace of the characters and also how a particular word is pronounced. This entire movie is in British accent, so you can actually pay attention on a lot of British pronunciation. Moving on, the movie number 3 is The Devil Wears Prada. If you are somebody who enjoys a lot of girls fight and cat fight, you are somebody who enjoys slow movie but have a lot of love angle to it, this is the movie that you can definitely watch. one of my favorites again. In this particular movie, what I liked is the conversational English. What do I mean by conversational English? If you and I are talking, how to start a small conversation. If I'm meeting you for the first time, how can I start a conversation? If I'm going to my job, if I'm going to my workplace, what could be my style of communicating? This is what you will find in this movie. Conversational English, slang, and workplace language. This entire movie is shot in a workplace environment. It's a fashion industry where this entire movie is shot. So you will find a lot of slangs to be used in that particular environment. And again, as I was saying, most importantly, the tip in this particular movie would be that pick up the vocabulary related to office culture and casual speech. Since there is an office setting, so a lot of formal discussions are happening, and also two friends are talking, so there is a lot of casual discussions happening. Okay, again, if you are somebody who enjoys watching movie, I would recommend to pick any one of them. Don't watch all 10 of them in the start. Watch one movie at a time. How to watch it is something that we'll be talking about in the future segment of this course. Okay, right now I'm just giving you names after names. The next movie in our series is Notting Hill. Okay, this particular movie is my favorite because it has, you must be thinking, Ash, every movie is your favorite. How many movies do you watch? Oh my god, I'm a huge movie, what would be that right word? Hogger? Maybe I watch a lot of movies. This one is really good because it has natural, slow-paced British and American English mix. Okay, the actress is American. This one. She is, okay, sorry. This person over here, this is American, and this person over here is British. I am not very good at remembering the names of the characters, so you can definitely watch the movie and understand who is who, what is the name of the actors and actresses. Okay, moving on. The tip for watching this movie is practice intonation. You have to practice the intonation and the polite phrases used in daily interactions. Since these both characters meet on daily basis, so there are a lot of phrases that are used for daily interactions. Again, I'm telling you what to remember from each movie. Notting Hill has something to offer. Devil's Wear Prada has something else to offer. So let's capture those things from these movies. Also, we have something called as intonation. Intonation is this particular pattern where my voice can go up and then slowly comes down. And it can again go up because I have something important to share. But since I have to deliver in a very natural and a calming voice, I'll go down. Okay. So this up and down in the voice, which is called as voice modulation, is called as intonation. We have already talked about pace. We are talking about intonation. Okay. That brings me to my next movie, which is Dead Poets Society. If you are interested in poetry, and this happens, sorry for that. If you're somebody who is interested in poetry, if you like slow movies, if you like dark theme movies where, a lot of conversations are happening, this is the movie for you. And the reason why I picked this particular movie is very simple. It has clear inspirational speeches. Lot of speeches are there in this movie with academic vocabulary. If you are going for universities, if you are going for colleges, if you are going for further education, this is a very good movie for you to watch. Okay, now that brings me to our next movie. And the tip, of course, how can I forget the tip? The tip to watch this movie is focus on expressions of the emotion and storytelling techniques. Am I missing something here? Maybe I might have missed something here. I'm sorry for that. So again, expressions are really important. Storytelling is really important. That's what exactly is happening in these two movies. Next, we have a Social Network. I'm 100% sure half of the crowd has already watched this one. This movie is about Facebook, how Facebook was introduced or founded, I would say that. How Mark Zuckerberg came into picture. This is the actor who played the role. And the reason why I picked this movie is because it has a lot of fast-paced conversational English. Friends are talking, they're starting a business, they're starting a startup. So there's a lot of conversation. And it has modern conversation, nowadays situation, Gen Z's kind of situations. This is a movie for you if you are looking for something like that. The tip for watching this movie is to focus on clarity and sentence structure. Sentence structure is a part of grammar. Okay? Am I creating a compound sentence? Am I creating complex sentences? Am I using simple sentences? So a lot of sentence structure is dealt in this particular movie, and also a lot of clarity is there. Slowly and gradually, speech develops. Though the movie is very quick, everything is happening quick there, but since this sentence structure and clarity is something that you should be focusing on, how to have correct sentence structure even when the dialogues are fast. Okay? Moving on to the next one, we have The Pursuit of Happiness. I'm 100% sure, again 200% sure, all of you have watched this movie. If yes, you must have noticed that this movie has a lot of inspirational dialogues, and there's a lot of relatable conversations happening. There's a conversation between a father and the son. A lot of conversation is happening between father and son. There are conversations happening between a man and his office employee. There are conversations happening between the man and his wife. There are conversations happening between man and his friends. So everything is happening in this movie. So it has a lot of inspirational story with clear and relatable dialogues. You will find a lot of good words in this movie. Moving on, the tip to watch this movie would be very simple. Again, you have to focus on expressions. You have to focus on phrases. You have to focus on emotional expressions in this movie. There's a phrase there's a meme, I guess, emotional damage. This is what we're talking about. A lot of emotional damage is happening in this movie. But again, really inspiring, good English, good sentences, and lot of wonderful phrases which you can directly pick and start using in your life. Okay? The video is becoming really lengthy, so I'm going to remind you about the English course which is on english.learnwithsamanash.com. Go there. The batch is starting on 20th of January. Let's come back to the video. Next is Finding Nemo. Very entertaining, very fun, cartoonish movie. But again, it has something inspiring. The movie has simple language for beginners to understand spoken English. If you are somebody who is just starting English, this is the movie. Finding Nemo. Lot of simple conversations. The reason or the tip to watch this movie would be, it has a lot of conversational phrases. Now, when I say conversational phrases, what I mean here is that two people are talking to each other. No, only one person is not talking. They are having conversations. So when two people have conversations, they have phrases, they have everyday words. So what can I pick from this movie? That's what you're going to pick. All right. Moving on to the next one is Julie and Julia. If you are a huge fan of cooking, this doesn't look like cooking, right? I'm going to erase that. Sorry. Moving on. If you are a huge fan of cooking, if you are a fan of writing, if you are a fan of a lot of dishes, Julie and Julia is your movie. I'm not going to spoil the movie for you. I'm going to take you why we have picked this movie. We have picked this movie for a very simple reason. This movie has a lot of professional and personal conversation. Personal conversation are between a wife and a husband, and the professional conversation happened between this wife and the other woman in the movie. So again, has a lot of conversation. You can definitely pick something and start using in your life. The tip to watch this movie would be, notice how characters switch between casual and formal tones. Okay? If you are in a workplace, you will choose a formal tone. If you're talking to your husband, to a friend, you will pick a casual tone. Now, a lot of people or a lot of students are not aware of how to switch between casual to formal tones. This movie will help you in that. That brings me to my next movie is the Harry Potter series. If you are somebody who has already watched the above movies, you are looking for something really advanced, this is the movie you can watch. Now, one interesting thing about this movie is that starting from the first one, the language is simple. As and when you move to the last movie in this series, it becomes really hard. So start from the series, I would say movie 1, and then slowly and gradually you can see your language developing. The reason we have picked this movie, it's because of everyday English with storytelling magic. Again, half of you already know what is Harry Potter, so I'm not going to explain much into this, but I'm going to directly show you the tip to watch this movie, and the tip would be how to describe events. A lot of job interviews have this question asked that imagine yourself in this situation, a project is happening, this particular problem has occurred, how will you solve it? So what they're asking you to is to describe a particular event, how you're going to handle that. This movie will help you to describe events and also build vocabulary from the dialogues. Okay? How to describe something, how to describe an event, you can learn from this movie. And that brings me to our next question. And the next question is how to use these movies. We have already talked about 10 movies. How many names do you remember, guys? Leave in the comment section how many names you remember, and also tell me how many movies have you already watched. If I tell myself how many I have watched, I think all of them. I've watched Notting Hill, I've watched Julie and Julia, I have watched Pursuit of Happiness, Forrest Gump. These are the names that I'm remembering. Harry Potter series. Not a huge fan of Harry Potter. I'm so sorry to say that. I know a lot of hate will be there in the comment section. Ash, how can you not like Harry Potter? Guess what? My husband is a huge fan. I'm not. So again, let me talk about how to watch these movies. This is how you're going to watch it. First, you will watch the movies with subtitles. Again, this particular segment that we are talking today is the activity number 1, movie clips. If you are in basic level of English, if you're just starting now, start with movie clips, which you will find on YouTube. But if you are somebody who is not in basic level, is at intermediate level, you can directly watch a movie with the subtitles. Step 2, you have to repeat the dialogues. Now, when I say watch a movie, I only expect you to watch it for 15-20 minutes per day. 15-20 minutes per day. Don't watch the entire movie. If you watch for 15-20 minutes and if you have a couple of dialogues, repeat them. What is happening here? When you repeat a dialogue, you capture the pronunciation, you capture the grammar range, you capture vocab which is used in that movie, and next one is you have to write down these phrases and these words that you have collected. Now, Ash, if I watch a movie for 15-20 minutes, I'm guessing I may find 15 different words that I don't know what to do. No, let's not worry about them. Out of those 15, just capture 3. Okay, this is the activity for Monday. Monday, I'm watching a movie for 15-20 minutes. I have recorded 3 phrases, 3 words, and that's enough. Rest of them you can ignore. Okay, I don't want you to pack your words, pack your bag with a lot of words, and then the bag is heavy and you never use it. No, that's not what we're going to do here. We'll be watching a movie for 15-20 minutes. We'll repeat the dialogues, all of them, and we'll collect only 3 words. We'll take a notebook, write down these 3 words there, write their meaning in front of them. And the last one, this is very important. This particular part will help you to improve your English. Summarize. If you have watched a movie for 15-20 minutes, close the movie or turn off your computer, stand here or sit down, whatever you want to do, it's your choice. Summarize it. You can say, just now I have watched Julie and Julia. In this particular movie, there is this cook who was really famous and wrote a book, and there is other character, blah, blah, blah. So whatever you have watched in that particular time frame, you have to summarize it. And when we say summarize, summary has to be a little short. You can summarize something in 5 sentences and that's good enough. I don't want you to summarize in 20 sentences, no. In speaking, 5 sentences are enough. Okay. Now, that brings me to the end of this chapter. And in the end of the chapter, as I already told you, I have a bonus tip for you. And the bonus tip is 2-week study plan. This is a PDF that you will be, this is a PDF that you have to write as an email. Ash, can you share that PDF with us? We'll be more than happy to share this PDF with you. In this PDF, we have shown you a 2-week study plan using movies. I'm going to show you a glimpse of it. This looks like this. Let me just zoom out for you. Is this clear to all of you? I hope this is clear, right? So here there's a small letter from my side. Dear student, hope you're enjoying the Advanced English course. We have created a 2-week study plan with movies. There are step-by-step process to follow and what actions you should take while watching. We are glad to be here, blah, blah, blah. You can watch it. Week 1, Forrest Gump, what to do. Day 2, this is what you have to do. Day 3, this is what you have to do. Similarly, we have an entire 14 weeks plan ready for you. 2 weeks. Day 14 is here. Review and reflect. Again, this PDF you can ask from us. We'll be more than happy to provide it to you. And that's all for today's lecture. Again, if you haven't subscribed, you have to do it now. Subscribe, Learn with Sam and Ash. And if you already subscribed our channel, like the video and let me know how can I improve. Again, we are back after a long time. I really want your support here. Thank you so much. Enjoy yourself. Bye-bye.